Hi Toast, how are you? You hear me? Hello Toast, how are you? How's your day? Most likely fine. Yeah, thank you. Oh, yeah. It's because of the at October 10, it's the how to say, the day that we created the nation, the country called Republic of China. Yeah. Maybe I haven't mentioned before, but my grandfather was fighting Japanese during the World War II for 8 years. Yeah, he sadly he passed away last year with 100 years old in age. Yeah. He fought against the Japanese and the communist China after the World War II directly get into a civil war. That doesn't matter. I understand that because you don't know my situation. It's fine, and that's what I say to you. It's nothing to do with you. Yeah. And actually it's 100 years old, so we have nothing to say. So yeah, it's already in a very high age. Peoples will die in someday anyway, so yeah, no one can live forever. It doesn't matter at all. I can understand that because it saddens me when I was in German. When I am in German now, since my German is not that good, so I sometimes also make some stupid mistake as well. Yeah, that's we should be, let's say, I mean, the native speaker should be more gentle or more polite for the person who is come from another place and he's not using your language as a mother language. Yeah, I would say that's we should do, or that's a native speaker should do. I don't want this shit. I know. Yeah. But when I say something wrong in English, you need to tell me. Sometimes I know there's some grammatic mistake, and sometimes I'm just using some word wrongly or some word strangely. I'll try to make it better. Okay. Yup. Go to that corner. Oh, okay, thank you. But actually next week at from Wednesday to Friday, I will attend a so-called the scientific writing workshop. So to improve your writing skill or something, whatever, I'm not quite sure. So I was attend to do that because somehow I need to do that for graduation or graduating. But I was a little bit regret because I have nothing to write actually. So they asked me to write some scientific article or something. But actually I have nothing to write, so yeah. I think I should take the oral presentation one instead of writing skill. And something which is pretty funny is that to the oral presentation workshop was made by an actor. This wasn't made by some professor or something, but an actor. That actor will teach you how to say something or give a talk that everybody can hear you and make the word pretty clearly or something like that. And I'm not quite sure about the reason why they tend to they want to let's say they want to hire an actor for this kind of lecture, not lecture but workshop. Really? How do you feel? I need to say that traditional Chinese is, I would say, it's a little bit harder than the simplification one because it's more. You got more things to write. Yeah, that's the reason why they want to make it simplified. When I say they, means made in China. But how you can find a lecture which is teaching you how to write in traditional Chinese? Quite strange actually, because normally they only teach you how to write in simplification Chinese. At least I know yeah, the university I stay with is let's say very famous in Chinese language, but they also teach to write in simplification Chinese instead of traditional Chinese actually. Miss Google? Why? oh, you mean you learn from Google? Okay, really? I see. Oh scheiße, das ist Regen jetzt. Jetzt ist Regen. Muss man schlafen jetzt? By the way, you also watch Kofei's streaming today? Did you also watch streaming from Kofei today, or? I'm just wondering one thing. If you watch it, I want to ask you something. I didn't watch it actually, so I just want to ask you something. So you watch it today? I mean yes or no? Actually, in this kind of sentence, so for Chinese replying will be kind of like in English will be yes or no. No, not yes or no, but have or haven't. Sorry. I should borrow some stone actually. So you say you watched, and I was wondering that yeah, genau, not genau, genau is German, sorry. Yeah, exactly. So normally we replying yo or 没有. Yeah, and I just want to know that底下Bev go to also watch Kofei's stream or not? I just want to know that only. Do you know who is Xia? Xia. Couldn't pronounce it properly. 小夏. Oh, okay, see. Doesn't matter, I just want to know. I just want to know something. If you don't know, it's also fine. It's not your fault. Oh shit. I'm drowning. Sometimes I figure out that Not really. So really, I think that it's because of you don't know German. Actually, I speak pretty words, and sometimes I really couldn't find some words to say. And also I have some kind of small problem, something, not problem, maybe some whatever situation. That sometimes when I was trying to say something to my friends, to my colleague, and we are talking, we are speaking, and we are talking and chatting in English, and sometimes I just couldn't find the proper word in English, but I know what's that in German. It's pretty strange. Maybe just because of living here for too long time, and then not really have that much chance to speak in English something. So sometimes when you consider things that much, and then you just forgot how to say something in English, but you know how to say in German. Yeah, but actually my German wasn't really improving. I can speak some German is because of I learned German in Taiwan for like 4 years something. Yeah, a little bit. You might be a little bit lag in chat, so you might need to, if the live button is not in red but in gray, then you need to press that to make it synchronize, or not really synchronize, to make it catch the live. No. Oh, but looks like it wasn't that laggy. Got nothing now. Done. Yeah, it's always like that when you are learning some foreign language, especially that is not your first foreign language. It will always take you a lot of times to learn that, to try to know what is that. And especially that is not even close to your language as well. For example, I mean, in my opinion, I really consider that English and German is quite like, sometimes quite like, but not the same, at least in words. Sometimes some words are really close, but not the same. So sometimes you don't need to learn that much word, but yeah. But for Chinese and English, or Chinese and German, they are totally different things. So you can consider it. So it's a little bit even harder to understand, to make it right. Sometimes it's like that. Was? Oh, I make it wrong. I make too much fence. Oh, here. It's too much fence. Cobblestone wall, not fence. Sorry. Fill the gap. So, but your semester is start, right? It started, not start. Did you already make some friends during your lecture or something? And did you already make some friends from your lecture or something? I really need to make some whatever potion inside there. instead of just getting drunk. We got 2 friends. Oh, really? They are boys or girls? Okay. Oh no, please. There is a hole here. Okay, nothing new here. Ah, I see. So they are females. Do you like them or do you like them? Oh, I mean, you're a Chinese lecturer and you're a university. So you know the 2 girls during Chinese lecture or in the university? Not university, I don't know with what you are taking. Ah, okay, in Chinese lecture. You like that? And also they are also from British or? Oh, please. See. This kind of things really suck. I don't like this. Really? That one is from Germany? Exchange student? Is she an exchange student or? Yeah, I know in British there's a lot of foreigners in British. Unlike in German, so in Germany, the university is nearly like I think at least like I would say like 80% of they 80% of they are officially German. They are officially German civilians. So yeah. Unlike in British something. So in British, as my friend said, he was in Birmingham. He said that when he is in Birmingham, it's nearly that like you can speak Chinese everywhere. And when you go to the street, you can see there's like really like a lot of people you can directly consider that they are from China. And they said he also told me that there are some pretty nice Chinese restaurant nearby, and pretty in decent job, not decent job, but in decent price, that you nearly don't need to cook at all. Was a little bit nice, let's say, or fascinating. Oh please, I'm like getting drunk forever. Oh. Yeah, exactly. I know. Yeah, I somehow know, but not in German. So in Germany is not really some kind of like Chinese restaurant or something, but what they written is either vietnamese Restaurant oder was ist das? Asian restaurant or the Japanese restaurant. So there's a lot of Vietnam people, Vietnam restaurant, and some kind of Japanese restaurant in Düsseldorf. And in Bochum is that a lot of I would say Vietnam restaurant. Yeah, that's there's no Chinese restaurant actually. Yeah, it does have some Chinese restaurant, but tastes pretty shit. I don't like it actually. Yeah, I know you're from New Zealand. New Zealand. Zealand. Or Australian. I can't remember that so clearly. Oh really? Sorry. So you're from Australian or? No. As I remember, you told me that you was born in British, but living in Australian or New Zealand. That I couldn't remember. Am I correct? And now recently you just back to the British, back to UK, not British, United Kingdom. Ah, I see. Yes, I remember that you were born in UK, United Kingdom, and then you you were living in New Zealand. Yeah, that's what I remembered. So I wasn't incorrect. It's fine. So, your parents is not British. That's new for me. So your parents not from UK but from New Zealand. Okay, that makes sense. Or oh, I saw. Okay, that's or is called 或者或是 or 或是okay, I write to you. Yeah, they are all in the same meaning, but when you use it, it will depends on the situation actually. But yeah, I got it now. So what you mean is that your parents are neither from British or from New Zealand. Am I correct? I will not come from British or from New Zealand. Okay, I think that is the correct way. From the state? I mean from US or? Oh, or from Australia. Is Australia? I'm not quite sure about the country name of that one. Wait a second. Australia, yeah, and Österreich. Is that in English? In Chinese. Wait a moment. Republik Österreich. Österreich. Is that in English? Austria. Let's see. I have some let's say I don't know what is the correct word for Australia because I always confuse with Österreich. That's in German, but in English I think it's Austria. Yeah. Oh, scheiße, please. Oh, really? Then, so where is your parent from? Or your parents are somehow from Asia? Oh, really? Actually, when I was trying to applying a position for my PhD work, I also applied from Österreich. So, yeah, let's just say the country name in German because I learned it in German properly. And yeah, but I didn't get a pretty good result. That's the reason why I'm here in German. I prefer that group better. I don't know the reason why, but I just like that group. Maybe because of what they did is what I want. Not quite sure. By the way, you are a girl. I don't know. I really don't know that you are a girl. It's my first time to know that you are a girl. Ah, Ireland. Okay. Okay, it's that I don't know. Sorry. Oh, no, please. Don't get drunk. You are not Miss Google, you are Miss Toast, okay? That's true, this is the first time that I know that you are a girl. Kofe know that you are a girl? I know what is African. Yeah. But actually African was quite large, so which place she come from? I mean your mother come from? Egypt? No, please. I don't want to get drunk. Oh. So, your mother come from Egypt? That's what you mean? It's a pretty lovely place. I want to go to there for a short vacation. Somehow I still don't have time. I think I will try to I'll try to make a small tour in Europe first. Yeah, because you can consider it's really far away from Taiwan, and the income wasn't that much. Zimbabwe, okay. Talk about Zimbabwe. Actually, I somehow I held a money from Zimbabwe. Yeah, it was, I think it was like so the world largest amount of money on the world, which is printed on the paper. Yeah, so it was a record that nobody can reach that large amount, something like that. So yeah, I just somehow buy it with around I think it's around 500 NTD. Yeah, I really buy it. I mean, it was hanging in my room, and it's not here in Germany, but in Taiwan. I got it accidentally with a very pretty cheap price from somebody who don't want it, and somehow I know that it is a record of the, it's a money that the amount of money which is really a record, so I kept it, and I also make some cover on it to prevent it getting wet. Actually, I pretty like to collect money, so like coins or something. So when I go to some other different place of Europe, I always exchange some money from that, because EU nation have different money from every different country. So I somehow just kept some money from different place, at least like from where? France. I didn't been to France, but I exchanged some money from the person who go to France. And also I also have some money from Germany for sure, and also Netherlands as well. Yeah, and yeah, that's all. Currently that's all. I don't have that much time and that much money to have a small travel. Actually, a little bit sad. I really want to go to like Finland or someplace to see the aurora, because you couldn't see aurora in Taiwan actually. So I really want to go to some place that you can see aurora, and yeah, but the place that you can see aurora is usually pretty fucking expensive, so I didn't have any money to do that as well, and it will take some time. Also maybe you've been to there and weather was too shitty, then you couldn't see any aurora as well. It's a little bit not so good, but worth to try. But I still the same. I currently don't have time because if I go to there, then I need to give up my experiment time. And currently, I didn't have any useful results. This was a little bit make people's anxiety anxious. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not really worried about that. I mean, always have some chance. I think after maybe after I graduated from here, then I might have some chance to maybe have some times when I'm doing the postdoctor or something, and maybe I will have because you are doing a postdoctor, and you for sure will have more money income. Then yeah, you can go to someplace else. Ah, cool. Yeah, you are going to Spanien. I like Spanish dishes. Talk about the Spanish. Sorry, Spain. Yeah, sorry about that because I learned the country name from German, so that's the reason why sometimes I say the name of country name in German. Oh, not the doctor, but PhD. I mean, I'm a PhD student. I'm not a doctor. Oh, there are two different doctors. So the doctor in different name. So one is doctor who is take care of your health. That's called 医生. That's what you write, what you written. And another one is also named as in English as a doctor as well, but he didn't take care of your health. That's called 博士. It's different things. In Chinese, 博士 means that the person who know a lot. If it is directly translated word by word, that means that the person who knows and who really know a lot something. Yeah. Here. Yes, I'm a PhD student here. So after after I handing over my thesis, and I will really become a real doctor, and yeah, then I will get a degree of a doctor. Yeah, in German it's called Dr. der Herrenart. Not doctor, Dr. der Herrenart. So that means that doctor of the nature science. Sorry. 여보. I'll talk about Spanish. I have some joke from my professor actually. So what she told to me, oh, my professor is women. What she told to me is that because she really considered that German food is suck. Oh, even though she's a German. And yeah, so she said that at some, I think like 30 years ago, yeah, the first technical immigrant from Spain, and they brought their food to Germany. So that's really the first group of people who really bring something which is eatable to Germany. That's what she said. Then it's Italian people, and they bring pizza and pasta, or spaghetti, let's say. And I really want to go for skiing, but this year I don't have any people who can go with me together. So it was kind of depressed. I really want to go to some skiing or something, but yeah, the person who can lead me and I mean, who can lead me how to ski and also can accompany with me for skiing is not here anymore, not in Europe anymore. A little bit depressed. I really want to do something like that. Pretty nice actually. Yeah, everybody like pizza. Nobody doesn't like pizza. Pizza is a really nice food that's simple, nice, and good to eat food everywhere, worldwide. Stop it. Huh? Sorry, what do you mean? I didn't get it, sorry. Sorry, I was sneezing my nose. Sorry. Oh, really? But it will be kind of boring because I'm not pretty good at that. I just want to hang out with my friends actually, and it's quite fun. 嗨，小伙。你好。To toast. Okay, we'll see. Maybe it. I'm not quite sure about it now. 跟你稍微跟你讲一下，这个Toast 他是英国人，那他在学中文，所以他回应我中文，然后我回应他英文这样子。我不是外国人啊，我是台湾人。对，我是在德国念书啦，所以才会在这种屌时间还在开台。暗暗的。要玩什么？你是刚起床吗？比较好奇这件事情。现在应该是，我看一下，5点20。好啊，也好啊。真好呢，我们都没有这种长时间连假，都要自己请假。你也好早起啊，5点多起床啊，是特意这个时候起床啊？很早睡这样子。10点睡，那这样是7个小时，那也还可以啊。哇，我已经好久没有睡到超过6个小时了，我自动6个小时就会自己醒来，超惨。我最近是有点在赖床啊，要不然通常都睡不超过6个小时了。太冷了，早上都起不来的赖床。然后房间15度之类的，现在房间16度，我还没开暖气，省钱。Really? Yeah, in British it's now 10:30. Yeah. So when you plan to sleep? 无聊就起床了。那也是很厉害呢，因为你看，要这么早起，真的是蛮困难的。是我的话，我可能就继续睡到自然醒，而不是睡到自然醒，就是就算是这样子，我可能会起来上个厕所，然后继续睡到大概7、8点才起来。什么东西啊？哦，少一个。不太够。你是开在 YouTube 还是开在 Twitch 啊？对啊，也就你讲中文不是吗？哦，才在 YouTube 啊。好哦，因为大概你那边6点的时候，我可能就差不多了，差不多要休息了，大概待半小时。To toast. So usually we wouldn't say that 在11点30分钟。Usually we just say 大约11点半 something. How to describe? But I understand what you were talking about. So you will sleep at 11:30. I need a lot of dirt. 这样也好。Oh, really? Yeah. You have some. Do you have some part-time job, something? So you was working or something? That you were pretty tired today. Forgot to bring some meal. 石头小伙，你多大啊？Oh, I see. Because of the lecture things? (国一真假的？哇！突然觉得我好老。这样这边就大部分都完成了。好，这样都填完了。先把那边那个敲回来。你该不会这个时间起床是因为去升旗吧？哦 ，OK。Yeah, today I go to my work at around 9 o'clock and leave at around 19. Huh. And I need to make my dinner by myself. 但我知道不用上学啊，可是我意思是说，你该不会跑去什么什么凯达格兰大道去参加升旗典礼之类的？对啊，我知道点假那个，我记得是从对啊6日1、2这样子不是吗？然后可是你们代价是你们上礼拜有补课吗？诶，在这里，在我手上。诶，这里还有个洞。 放假早起，平常上课有早起吗？还有洞在哪里？没洞啊。放假要玩啊，所以要早起。尤其是连假的时候，每天都要早起。平常应该7点，差不多啦，跟我预想的差不多。啊，来修个稿子，带吗？带了。现代人都打应该了吗？不是打应该了吗？评个订阅数 ，OK。我是没有很在意这个东西啊。快修！啊，接下来要去找地下的洞。我没有看到太多，可以直接连到下面的洞，可能要挖一下。稍微有点烦。I think what you mean is that you might fall asleep. Am I correct? Oh, you mean you are going to bed? Hmm, 找个洞。不过这是，对，跟我想的一样，粘土。啊，see. Now you are going to sleep now. No, not at all. So, because there are some words which is confusing, not really confusing. They are using the same same word in English but different word in Chinese. So, when you are talking, when you want to say that I'm going to sleep, then what you are talking is correct. But sometimes the ordering of the sentence might have some different. It's not in me. I mean, what you are talking, what you are speaking is correct, but it's not the usual way that we use. So I just talking to you. That's what we usually use. So actually, what you're trying to say is that I'm going to sleep now. So actually, in Chinese will be 我现在想睡了。So we usually say I want to sleep, or I feel like I want to sleep, something like that. Instead of speaking I'm going to sleep. Yeah. I think that might be the correct or let's say usual way that yeah. Yeah, I think so. Get off my way. I'm not quite sure about that. Sometimes when you, because I never speak something, I never say something like that to my parents or something. I just say, yeah. What I will say is that 我要睡了, so I'm going to bed. Or I say I'm going to sleep. Just directly say something like that. But I will use 要不要要. So for translation might be want, but slightly different in meaning. So I'm not quite sure about what is the proper translating. I'm not a professional translator. 记得有个地方有洞，我忘记在哪。 Yeah, I think so. It's quite usual way. Just like you talking with your parents or something. Oh, 不够。还是不够。OK， 你这样子总算是把这个300乘300的地方全部挖掉、挖空了。那剩下是地底下的洞穴里面的压制。至少这个确定是会升 Witch 的，不像上个一样，弄完之后不升，可恶，浪费我时间。这个有点近啊，现在是多少？75。哎呦，这有点近啊！靠！噗，真的有点太近了，应该拉远一点的。啊，好啊，之后这个之后再改了。从哪里下去呢？这有没有洞？没。Yup. Good night, toast. Have a nice day, nice dream, whatever. Oh, so exactly what you are talking about. The time is the time in German. It's not the time in. It's not the time in British.我去有没有地方看看。Because you said that you are going to bed at around 11:30, right? But now in British it's around 10:45 something. It's still then an hour remaining. But in Germany it's, yeah, I mean now it's 11:45. It's quite close to the time that you mentioned before. So that's the reason why I said that actually when you are going to bed at the German time instead of in British time, right? Ah, so okay. Yeah. Then go to bed earlier and have a nice dream. Good night.新铁巨人。 哟，Good night。看，只剩这一颗铁钉。哦，还有一个。因为我记得我在下面盖了一个史莱姆农场，是不是？太久没下来看了。 啊，这个尝试盖一个刷猪人的农场，这是失败的地方。不晓得这边有没有？哎，有猪人呢，什么鬼？哎，真的有猪人，好吧。 我的史莱姆农场到底有没有在运作啊？诶，我是盖在这吗？啊，有，一颗。 一颗，七颗，到底有没有在运作啊？看起来怪怪的。哦，fuck！其实这原理很简单，就只是，利用铁巨人去吸引史莱姆。哎，是按 Shift 不是按 Control。铁巨人吸引史莱姆，不晓得史莱姆到底会不会生啊？ 吸到史莱姆之后，史莱姆就从上面掉下来。有一个方法可以让它生。哎，没生，太近了嘛。感觉这个好失败啊！ 吧，难怪这边有插火把，我都忘记了，太久没来了。 有一只小猪人。Hey, come to here, baby. 不理我。这是为什么我当初很讨厌这个农场，因为这农场总是失败。要盖那个农场的话，需要一些冰。大概基本上已经有用不完的石头了。哎，真可惜，努力了那么久。这边擦亮一点，我呢只有晚上会生怪。好了，我这边也12点钟，我要睡了。那感谢大家的收看与陪伴，这也是开实况的目的，唯一的目的。那顺便让你看一下做什么事情好了。我想想看，从这边上去。让这边300乘300的正方形终于把它拉大一点。漏完了没？快漏快漏！ 哦，基本上是这边300乘300的正方形终于是挖完了，知道表面啊，之后要往下铲，然后把下面的铲完之后就要来做这个本体，不是往下铲了，是往下把那个洞穴照亮，然后全部弄完之后就下去就把这个东西盖完，盖完之后你就会有用不完的红石粉末跟火药粉 ，shit， 还有荧光石粉这样子。这是为什么要盖这个 witch farm， 因为很好用。然后就感谢大家今天的陪伴，还有今天就先开到这。大家在台湾的朋友就早安，那我自己一个人是晚安哦，拜拜。